The swag is back in Orange and Blue Town. We're in Hyrum tonight, where the Mountain Crest Mustangs play host to the Stansbury Stallions. A bunch of horses going at it out on this field behind me tonight. Should be an interesting one. Mountain Crest ranked in the top 5 in most of the polls in 4A in the state. They are 3-0. Turned a lot of heads early with that win at Highland, and then they've rolled off 2 wins since, including last week against Box Elder with a big win over the Bees. Stansbury comes in at 1-3. They're struggling a little bit, but it's no time for a letdown for the new look Mustangs. They're back in a division where they can compete numbers-wise with everybody else, and Mountain Crest is looking to put themselves back on the Utah football map and tell everybody that they are for real. And we're going to see our first look at them tonight on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Why leave to go to that indoor cycling class when the ProForm TDF can bring the best indoor cycling class to you?
Are you ready? Let's do this!
Introducing the ProForm TDF. It's the most exciting indoor cycling experience ever, and it's right from home. With the ProForm TDF, you can join live, studio, and on-demand classes with all the ups and downs and everything in between. It's an immersive experience you've just got to feel to believe. The TDF comes with iFit, powered by Google Maps, so day or night you can log on, pick the classes you want, and join in. The world's best coaches will be there to give you a rockin' workout. It's never been so much fun to get in shape. You can even bring your friends along for the ride. Plus, with an amazing extra-large interactive touchscreen, it's just like being there, only better. No other bike can do this, and it's right here waiting for you. Only on the ProForm TDF. Right now, you can have the ProForm TDF in your home for less than the cost of joining a spin class. Go to proform.com today to get the TDF for $0 down plus free shipping.
Wendy's Spicy Sriracha Chicken Sandwich for a limited time.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Lewiston State Bank. Strong and vibrant for over a century. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson, personalized insurance coverage for your family and business. The Book Table, your family store for books, music, toys, art, and much more. Planet Fitness of Logan, no gym intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station for over 25 years. Well, Coach, you've got Mountain Crest back on the map. Last year, a little bit of a tough year, but sometimes you need adversity to grow.
Yeah, these kids, you know, we wouldn't have had it any other way. It wasn't by choice that we played last year in 5A, being the smallest school in the 5A division by more than half. and we've grown a ton from it because of where we were at, and the kids are a lot tougher because of it.
I've heard from other people on your staff this is a very hard-working team, hard-working kids.
They are. They put in a ton of time. They put in the weight room time, the off-season time, the extra practice time, the running time, all of the things that get you to a point where we're at right now, but we have a long ways to go.
Who should we look for tonight on your side of the ball?
Definitely Bo Robinson. Brady's got to control the game and do what we ask of him. Our O-line's got to control the front. Stansbury's a great football team. Our preseason's as tough as anybody's played. But Bo Robinson definitely. We've got some great receivers. Nick Nethercott, Creedon Folger, Moser, some really great guys.
It turned a lot of heads for you guys to open the season with that win against Highland. Sometimes a team needs to learn how to win, and young kids need confidence. Do you think that put the rocket boosters under you to keep it going?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we went into that game full well believing we could win. Came down to the wire, and we pulled it out. That game could have went either way. Highland's a great football team. Brody Benson does a great job. And our kids we came out on top, which they deserved. They worked hard for it.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck tonight against Stansbury.
You bet, thanks.
Coach, make the long drive up here to Cache Valley. Coming off a win last week. How's the team feeling about itself?
Well, we're feeling pretty good. We're healthy for a change, so that's a plus coming into this one. We're going to need it. Mountain Crest got a great bunch, and they've had a great season up to this point, so we're happy to be up here. I love to come to Cache County. I was up here last night watching my son play at Utah State, so I'm back and forth a lot up here, so this is kind of our second home right now.
Yeah, go Aggies. Great school.
Yeah.
96. Woo! Okay, let's get back to it here. You know, your team, you run a little bit of a different offense than many teams will see throughout the season, and it's, that's a tough thing to practice for other teams. What are your keys against them, and what do you have to do right to win this game?
Well, we're working on a quarterback, two of them right now, that can actually start reading the triple option a little better. We've been struggling making reads, and we've been blessed for 7 years now with some tremendous quarterbacks at our school running this offense, and we got a couple younger guys, and we're going to play them both tonight and see if we can't get one of them to start getting keyed in on making the right reads and trying to keep teams off balance. We're undersized, so it's what keeps us in the game is running what we do, and so we'll see how they both perform. We're going to play one half, one the next half, and kind of let them evaluate this last game and see where we're going. So,
what do you have to do defensively against the Mustangs to slow them down?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. We got our hands full with that bunch. We're going to have to get pressure to that quarterback, try to cause some confusion in the secondary and coverage-wise, where we're doing, where we're coming from on blitzes, and so, that's just the key to those spread teams. You got to get to him. If he has time to sit back there, he'll pick us apart, and they got some good receivers and a good old line. So we got our hands full tonight, no doubt about it.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Say the word base. Say the word mess. Say the word cause. Say the word mop. Say the word.
Here's the helicopter bringing in the game ball. Hey, good catch, John. That's what happens when you put a college boy in charge. Well, we got a game ball. That means we can get the captains out to midfield and get a coin toss going here momentarily. Kyler Olson, number 4. Bo Robinson, number 7. 11 is Creedon Folger. 58 is Jackson Lee. 77 is Eli Wells. And number 9 is Joshua Powell. Meeting the Stansbury captains, Dallin Brooks, number 70. Number 32 is Tavita Gagne. Stansbury out there in the Tooele area. Those of you that may not know, Connor McKay is number 30. And then there's number jersey up over my stomach so I can't see it. Sharp uniforms for the Mustangs tonight. That's a new look for Mountain Crest. First time wearing those here tonight. And it'll be interesting to see when the lights go down if I can see those numbers, those silver numbers on those slate gray jerseys. So Mountain Crest
won the coin toss. They are going to defer to the second half. Mountain Crest will defend the south end zone to start this ball game. There is a breeze, a wind blowing kind of out of the south. And any sort of wind shouldn't really matter with Stansbury. They keep the ball on the ground. We're just over a minute away from kickoff here. Mountain Crest and Stansbury. We'll see Mountain Crest again here in the next couple of weeks as we've got in-valley rivalry games coming up. The captains head for the sidelines, and right below us in the tunnel are the Mustangs getting ready to take the field. There's a buzz here in the stadium tonight that was absent last year. It was a tough year. I think they knew it was going to be a tough year. They lost all those seniors to Ridgeline. They were 3A numbers-wise in a 5A division. It was a tough year for them. But they learned a lot from that. Coach Lee told me that before our interview. But we needed that year to start out as good as we've done this year. Jason Lee in his second year. Dave Caressa, longtime coach here at Mountain Crest. In fact, this may be his 30th year. He was here in '87 as a line coach with Kurt Huff, the first year the Mustangs ever won a state championship game. Dave Caressa was a line coach. Chad Olson on the staff has been here a long time as well, along with Davey Swenson. We had newcomers to that. Bracken Atkinson, Adam Kennedy, Ofisi Pututau, and others. Tyrone Thomas is a holdover, and pretty good staff going on up here at Mountain Crest. Wells is the kicker for Mountain Crest. Eli Wells. That's a big kicker. Offensive lineman and defensive lineman. Kicking off to multiple Stallions back to receive. Wells' kick will go into the end zone, and Stansbury will start at their own 20-yard line. Number 1, Mitch Lindsay, should be your starting quarterback here in the first half. Silas Young will join him in the backfield. McKenna. Lindsay, number 1, calls the plays. McKenna on the near wing in motion. Young in the backfield, and they start with the receivers. They're going to run a little bubble screen, and it's dropped. Dropped out there by the receiver. That was Connor McKay that dropped it out there. And he's hating that. They don't throw the ball much, and there was their chance. Here's the pitch to McKenna. He went in motion, and he swings around the end and picks up almost 10 yards. It's going to be third down and less than a yard, depending on the spot. I think they're going to move the chains. They are going to move the chains, and it's a first down. This is what we'll see out of Stansbury. They will take time off the clock. They will chew it up. If they get a lead, they will sit on it. Here they go in motion the other way. They're going to pitch the other way. So McKenna trying the other side. Everyone chasing. Good close out there. Coming up hard was Nick Nethercott at that corner spot to try to keep McKenna stringing toward the sideline, and he does, but he still picks up 6 yards. Dart with the tackle. Second down and 4. Bring McKay back on the field after he dropped that pass to start the game. He went right off and just kind of went back, stood behind everybody. Now he's back out on the field, and they're going to throw it again, and they're going to look at McKay way high and incomplete. 0 for 2 is Lindsay. Both looks to McKay. So now McKay will run back to the sideline. Austin Woodhouse reports in, along with Jacob Spalding. Third down and 4 for the Stallions. They're going to pitch. Running to the left is Jet Richens, and Jet Richens is cut down after a 1-yard gain. It'll be 4th down and 3. Stansbury looking like they're going to kick it away. Mountain Crest needs to get players off the field. They didn't. Flags thrown. They had too many players on the field. Stansbury's going to get a first down. They were running off the field when it was snapped. They were 1 step away from the sideline, and they're going to throw that flag. And that too many men on the field for Mountain Crest, and Coach Lee letting that official know how he feels about that. So that's a 5-yard penalty and a first down for Stansbury, keeping that drive alive. So Mountain Crest had a bunch of players in there like they were going to play it straight up, and then as Stansbury showed punt, they tried to hurry guys off, and Stansbury snapped the ball before Mountain Crest could get everybody off the field. Here's the give to that fullback. First man through with 1 man to beat. Hauled down at the 25-yard line for Stansbury. 25, 30, 33 yards is Spalding. And he was just the first man through. Right off tackle, they knocked that in, sealed him up, and there was nobody home. They're going to give it again. Ball's on the turf. The Mustangs have it. Bo Robinson comes up with the turnover. And they turn aside a Stansbury drive. So the quarterback looked like he was going to be handing that one off to the fullback coming through, and the fullback didn't take it. And Brady Hall onto the field with Nick Nethercott. Hall, your quarterback. The junior football player, basketball player, just an all-around athlete. And he is hard to contain. 2 backs with him and a man motioning all the way across, and they're going to get numbers to the near side, and Hall's going to run behind those blockers. He's upended out at about the 34-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Good for 8 yards, brings up a 2nd and 2 on the Mountain Crest 34-yard line. Let's go Mustangs! Let's go Mustangs! Let's go Mustangs!
2nd and 2. And Hall will set up shop under center. He'll give it to the first man through, the fullback. Nope, he's going to keep it. They're going to take it outside and pick up 4. And that's Robinson.
4 yards and a Mustang first down.
Had me fooled. Looked like they gave up the middle, and that would have been enough for a first down if he had had it. Full house on the near side in Hyrum. The far side stands are for the visitors. It's a long drive from Tooele area, Stansbury. Hall keeps it. Stands around like he's trying to decide what to do with it, and then picks up 3 yards.
Brady Hall, the option, keeps it off the right side of the center.
4 where they mark it.
4 yards on the play.
I'm not sure if it was designed to look like that or if that was a broken play, because he turned like he was going to hand it off, and then he just kind of held it, just stood there, and then he turned and ran. 8:13 to play in the first period. No score. Mountain Crest's first possession. Folger split to this side, another receiver inside of him, and 3 to the far side. So Hall's all by himself, and he's going to keep it. He waits for an opening, spins and gets down across the 45 to the 46. A 4-yard gain will bring up 3rd down and 2. Hall's yet to put it in the air.
Number 69, Calvin Meade, Stansbury.
Mosier to this side along with Nethercott. 2 to the other side, and it looks like 1 other inside. They're going to throw, and he hadn't turned his head. Robinson hadn't turned his head. Hall was getting some pressure. He got rid of it early, and Robinson didn't turn his head. So you've got to be able as a receiver, if you're going to see that those linebackers are coming, you've got to get your head around quickly in case that ball has to come out early. And Robinson didn't get his head around. In fact, none of the receivers have turned their heads yet. And Hall got rid of it in a hurry. 4th down and 2. Wells will kick it away. Good kick. Nice high bounce. Can they get to it before it gets to the end zone? Yes, they can. First touched at about the 4-yard line. And that's where Stansbury will take over. No score with 7:07 to play in the first period here at Mountain Crest. Stansbury and the Mustangs of Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest 3-0, Stansbury 1-2.
Sponsors, Mountain Utah High Center, Logan Oral Surgery, Discount Tire Automotive, and Cache Valley Dermatology for the fantastic.
Remains Lindsay at cornerback. And the flags fly before the play gets going.
As the ball is given up the middle on the dive. Procedure penalty against
procedure against Stansbury. So a penalty on Mountain Crest and a penalty on Stansbury. We're not quite midway through this first period. It ends up being a 2-yard penalty. Because of the placement of the ball, it's half the distance to the goal. First man through picks the penalty yardage back up. He's out to about the 8-yard line, a 5-yard gain.
Runs pounded up the middle. For a half-yard gain. Carson kicking with the ball carrier. Brings up a 2nd and 7 from Stevens.
Looks like Young would carry down. It's Young, number 22, in the backfield. They're going to give it to Young. Young's going to carry and pick up a yard, and boy, Lindsay got walloped after the give.
22 again, the ball carrier, Carson.
And it's going to be 3rd down at about 6. 3rd and 6 for Stansbury. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, and a man in motion. Fake the give. Look over the middle. They've got a man, and he's got a lot of room to run. Tavita Gagne all the way down to the 20-yard line on 3rd and 6 from the 10. 70 yards.
Tavita Gagne, the coach, over the middle. Jace Garrett, the tackle.
70 yards down to the 20-yard and down to the 15. That's 75 yards.
5-yard gain by the Stag brings up a first ball from the Mustang, 15 yards.
Stansbury 1st and 10 from the 15. In business, here's the pitch. Around the corner goes McKenna, and he's walloped at the 8. Pickup of 7, and he's not getting up.
For the Stag, number 22, Jace Garrett. We have an injury on the field.
Jace Dart says, hey, welcome to Hyrum. 23 yards on 3 carries for McKenna. And he's still laying on the turf. I don't know if he just got the wind knocked out of him. We'll take a look as they send both teams to the sidelines. Bear River is at Morgan tonight. As we look at the other teams in Region 12. Logan's at Woodcross. Madison of Idaho, which is up near Rexburg, in the Rexburg area, is at Skyview. And Ridgeline at Copper Hills. We'll get you scores as they come in. All right, they've got McKenna up and off the turf, and he looks like he's okay. He's going to need an ibuprofen or 6 tomorrow. Pretty good run, though, by McKenna. He picks up 7, almost 8. And it's inside the Mustang 10. Mountain Crest had them 3rd and 6 deep in their own territory and gave up a 75-yard pass play against a team that runs the ball. Here's the motion. Here's the give to the first man through. They used lots of backs. Let's see who it was.
Run up the middle by 23, Dominic Roberts, top by Coastal Mustangs. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it looked like it was Tokiaho. With 1 yard, he's number 33 in the backfield. He's the lone back in the backfield right now. They're going to hand it to him again. Ball's on the turf again, and Lindsay's the only one that sees it. Somebody submarined in there for Mountain Crest, blew up the handoff. Lindsay lost the ball, and he saw it and got on it before any Mustangs could find it. And that was a good defensive play, more than a mistake by Lindsay, and a loss of 2. Fourth down. Running to the edge, to the sticks. I don't know if he got there. Richens tackled right at the stick. Let's see if he got any lean at all. Boy, they're spotting. They gave him a good spot, and I still don't think he got it. Nope, he did not. So he picked up 2 yards, and he comes up short on 4th down and 3. And Mountain Crest defensively comes up big again. Now we'll see if the offense can get something going. Hall gonna keep. Hall gets out of trouble, but not for long. He's up to the 10-yard line, a gain of 4.
Option play up the middle. Takes the ball out to the 10-yard line for a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Number 3, Austin Woodhouse on the tackle.
Woodhouse Brings him down after the short gain. Tyler Nielsen comes off the field. He was on as a receiver on that last play. Second down and 6. Give it to the fullback. That's Powell. He's got running room. Puts his head down, picks up a first down up to the 22-yard line. A pickup of 12.
Good for 12 yards and a Mustang first down. Ball be placed by the Mountain Crest 22-yard line, bringing up first and 10. 21, Justin Matthews on the tackle for the Stallions.
Powell, he's got those good genes. Dad was a good football player, great wrestler. My mom's from Australia, so that means she automatically knows how to play rugby. If you're from Australia, aren't you born with that? So the kid, I mean, he gets it from both sides. First and 10, they're going to give it to Powell again. Nope, that's Robinson. Robinson breaks one tackle, leans forward for 3. Let's call it 4. He's down a second, brings up a second down and 6. Mountain Crest keeping the ball on the ground. Moser comes into the ball game. Nielsen comes out. With 2:08 to play in the quarter, Mountain Crest is going to take a timeout. No score in the first period, 2:08 to play. We've got a ground war going on here in Hyrum. The wind's blowing pretty stiff out of the south. I mean, if you're going to put the ball in the air, this would be the quarter to do it if you're Mountain Crest, but they're running the ball. We talked about we'll be seeing Mountain Crest a few games in a row here. We've got Mountain Crest at Ridgeline next week. That should be a heck of a battle. They did not play. They did not play each other in football last year. Mountain Crest at Skyview is on the 22nd of September, and then the oldest rivalry in the valley, Skyview and Logan, on the 29th. In fact, I think that one might actually be the 28th. That one's on a Thursday because Utah State and BYU are playing on Friday night. Second down and 6 for Mountain Crest. They've been doing it on the ground. The running back twitch, they didn't catch him. They hand it to Powell. Powell puts both hands on the ball. Picked up what looks like first down yardage. He needed 6, and that's what he got. The Mustangs saying, well, yeah, we can do this whole running thing too. Here's the keep around the end for Hall. Looked like he might try to cut it back inside. Instead, just hops out of bounds. He picks up 4. All 5 carries, 24 yards. I'm talking about how they're doing this on the ground. Hall's averaging 243 yards through the air. In 3 games this season, he's averaging 243 yards passing per game. He's thrown the ball once here in this first period. There's a 1:39 to play in the period. No score from Hyrum. 3 receivers. He's going to fake the pitch. Now he's going to throw, and we got a screen to the near side. Set up well. Look out. Folger. He was waiting for somebody to hit it. 24 yards and a first down. Folger wasn't fancy with it. He was running downfield, kind of looking like, hey, somebody come hit me. I'm more comfortable hitting people. But he picked his way downfield for 24 yards and a first down. Nethercott heads to the sideline. Folger Splits to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. Powell's in the backfield with Hall. Hall's going to keep, Powell's going to lead block for him. And Brady Hall gets down to the 25-yard line, a 15-yard run on first down. So Mountain Crest with their best drive of the night, their second drive of the game. Their first ended in a punt. Under a minute to play here in this first period. No score, Mountain Crest on the Stansbury 25. Powell again in the backfield. And 4 wide receivers. They're looking to the near side to Folger, too much and too high. Hall uncorked a missile. Put it high for Folger. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hall started the game 1 for 3 for 24 yards, 28 seconds to play here in the first. Nethercott comes on and Arnell comes off. Powell again, the lone back. Robinson's running down the seam, and then Hall loses the football. He tries to swim over top of the would-be tackler, and the ball hit the tackler, I think, on the back as he lunged by him. It's a loss of 7. It'll go as a sack. And a fumble recovered by Mountain Crest. That's going to be the end of the first period. No score here in Hyrum. Mountain Crest, 3rd and long when we come back.
Only Wendy's can make the Baconator, because while some other guys use frozen beef from far away,
That's 9,429 miles away.
Wendy's only uses fresh beef from ranches close by.
So we don't have to freeze it.
Then add 6 strips of bacon, cooked fresh in an oven, never a microwave. Tossed with plenty of cheese, without a single veggie to get in the way.
Aww. Proving once and for all
that only Wendy's has the bacon and the Ater to make the Baconator.
Back in Hyrum as we start the second period of play, Mountain Crest and Stansbury tied at 0. Stansbury's threatened a couple of times, and the Mustangs' defense is taken away with a fumble recovery and then on downs deep in Mustang territory. Mountain Crest had 1 possession. They ended in a punt. This is their 2nd possession. They're at the 31-yard line. 3rd and about 15, 16. They fake to the motion man. Hall's in trouble. Hall gets out of trouble. Has a man wide open. It's Robinson. Robinson leaps over the defender and pulls it in for the score. That's what a mobile quarterback can do for you. He keeps a play alive. And Robinson at the other end just made a great play. He went up and got that one because the defense was right there. And from our camera placement, it's kind of hard for us to get that angle, but Wells' kick is good, and it's 7-0 Mountain Crest. We'll take a break and be back with more Game of the Week after this timeout.
In Utah, nothing is greater than our liberty. And going is always greater than stopping. So when we look for an emergency room, we don't just want one we can trust. We want one we can trust to respect our time. That's why Mountain Star ERs offer board-certified emergency specialists and short wait times. Mountain Star. Together, we're greater.
Back at Linar Miller Field at Mountain Crest High School, is a great catch by Bo Robinson for a touchdown. And I'm not sure you saw it at home, the way they've got us set up in here on this little, as we watch a little pooch kick that's fielded at the 30-yard line in return for a short gain. The way we're set up in here with our camera position, we've got a post right in our way, so we missed that catch. What happened was Robinson leaped up over the defender who was right there, and he reached over him, grabbed the ball, took it away from him for the score. They keep scoring in that end zone. It'll take me back to my radio days of having to describe one. That's why we like TV. You can see it. Here's Lindsey. Pick! The defensive end just reached up and took that one right out of the sky. That was Folger with the interception. He was coming upfield. He wasn't going to get to the quarterback because they had him blocked pretty well, and it was a quick release. He just jumped up to put his hands up to knock that pass down. Instead, he grabbed it right out of the air. Well, he plays, catches passes on the offense, so he knows what to do with those hands. Here's the give to Robinson. Robinson tripped up after a gain of 2. 2 turnovers now for Stansbury. 2 turnovers, and they've turned the ball over on downs. High formation. They're going to fake the give to the first man through Powell. Fake it to Robinson. Hall keeps it down to about the 22-yard line. Pick up the 5. It'll be 3rd and short. One of two, excuse me, on 3rd down. This is their third down opportunity. Three down linemen for Stansbury. They're going to give it to Robinson. Robinson picks a hole, puts his head down, picks up a first down.
Takes the ball down to the 11-yard line.
6 yards and a first down for Robinson.
With the Stallions on the tackle.
Ball on the Stansbury 16, 10-10 to play. In the first half, Mountain Crest leading 7-0, threatening more. Arnell split wide to the far side. Nethercott to the near side. Folger's the tight end. He's going to stay in and block because they're going to hand it off to Robinson. He got whacked down about the 10-yard line. Picks up 6. He's got 22 yards on 5 carries. And it's 2nd down and 4. A short 4. Two in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Robinson. He's going to follow Powell. Now he's going to kick it outside to the pylon in the end zone. Robinson from 10 yards out. Touchdown, Mountain Crest. So the Mustangs capitalize on the turnover. Wells on to kick. Up and good. 14-0. Mountain Crest adds to the lead. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find. Like how you think you have coverage for this when you only have coverage for this.
That's not homework.
Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
Wells getting set to kick off for the Mustangs. Richens back. We got a whistle. And they stop play for a moment. Stansbury called timeout. Everybody's kind of looking around like, what's going on? Stansbury called a timeout. 9:14 to play in this first half, and the Mustangs have opened up a 14-0 lead. This is a game coming in that I thought could be an interesting one. It could be kind of a trap type game for the Mustangs. They're flying high at 3-0. Stansbury comes in at 1-2, trying to get their offense on track. This is an offense that's been a very good offense the last couple of years, and they're trying to get their new quarterbacks accustomed to it, find out who is going to run it the best. We've got a couple of guys trying to run it. The Mustangs defensively have been making some plays. Even though Stansbury has moved the ball, they've also turned it over twice. Wells, another high kick, just a little pooch kick. Taken at the 30, returned up to the 35 by Jacob Spalding. And that's where Stansbury will take over. We know that Wells can kick it. His first kickoff of the game went through the end zone, so they're kicking it like that on purpose. Kick it up high enough, maybe you get somebody to run up there under it. Maybe create some sort of turnover. Lindsay remains the quarterback. Might see Jet Richens in the second half as a quarterback. Depends on how it goes with Lindsay. They're going to run the pitch. Toss out to Young. Young around the corner and good yardage. He goes in motion. He has a head of steam already. Once they take the snap and give him the toss, that's 10 yards for Young.
Finally stopped by Josh Powell after a gain of 11. Brings up a 1st and 10 Stansbury.
76 yards on the ground, 75 through the air. So 151 yards. Stansbury's putting up yardage, and here comes a late flag. Yardage doesn't pay the bills though.
The ball is turned inside by our cornerback Cameron Moser. Tackled by the host of Mustangs.
Looks like it might be a hold. Let's see.
We have a penalty on the play.
So holding against Stansbury.
Against Stansbury.
They'll back him up. Only the second penalty on Stansbury. Mountain Crest with only one of their own. Officiating crew that's letting this group play. Letting them play the game. Lindsay's going to throw. He throws it right into the hands of Folger again, and this time Folger couldn't hold on. If he does, he's scoring. So if they're going to run that play, you're probably going to have to tell your tackle to cut that guy. Get down into his feet so he can get his hands down. Because that was just about another pick, and if he picks that one off, he's going to the house. And it's bobbled around and finally drops incomplete.
Ridgeline 15, Copper Hills 0, also in the second quarter.
Lindsay on 2nd and long, rolls out, throws back across his body through the hands of his intended receiver, and incomplete. 3rd down and long.
Connor Kincaid falls incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 8.
Kyler Olson. Excuse me. Connor Kincaid, saw that one go through his hands. Boy, he took a hit out there. 1 for 5 for Lindsay, 75 yards on that one. Stansbury's 0 for 2 on 3rd down. Spalding will come off. And 2 on for Stansbury. Matthews and Woodhouse to the near side. Lindsay's going to throw, and they're going to blow it dead.
We have a timeout.
Stansbury needs another timeout.
Timeout Stansbury. Again, brings up 3rd.
8:20 to play in the first half. It's going to be 3rd down and 18. And Stansbury's going to talk about it.
Would like to thank our gold sponsors, Alpine Orthopedic Specialists, Louisville State Bank, Big O Tires, and Tizer Dental. We're grateful for their tremendous sponsorship of the school awards program.
So Mountain Crest tonight, methodical and opportunistic are the words you'd use to describe them here in the early going. Bear River and Morgan are scoreless. Green Canyon leads Chugiak, Alaska. That's a long way to go for a football game. 14-0 Green Canyon leading Chugiak, Alaska. Woods Cross leads Logan 6-0. Madison of Idaho leading Skyview 7-0. 14-0 here. Mountain Crest up and they're going on top and nobody home. Connor McKay puts his hands in the air, shrugs his shoulders like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? And it's going to be 4th down and 18. As Lindsay started 1 for 6.
Coming for Stansbury, number 25, Jacob Spalding.
Fair catch called for and made back by Robinson, back right about the 20-yard line, and that's where Mountain Crest will take over. They lead 14-0. 8:05 to play in the first half of this one. Ridgeline leads Copper Hills 15-0 with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Dart heads for the sideline. Mustangs with a pro set. They're going to fake to the fullback, give to Robinson. Robinson gets out of trouble at the line of scrimmage, hurdles a would-be tackler and picks up 6.
Pounds up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, finally brought down number 33, Alex Befaga of Stansbury.
2nd down and 4, and Paul goes to the sideline to get the play. Dart will come back into the ball game. Robinson is going to be playing out of the wing. 3 receivers to the far side. All the guard moved. He started up out of his stance a little early. And then knew it and then just decided to go ahead and go. That's Edgardo Huerta, number 72. He's a big kid. He's a sophomore. His brothers both played college football. One of them playing right now up at Utah State as a linebacker. So 2nd penalty on the Mustangs. Hall's going to throw. Nope, they're going to run the draw. Stansbury stays home, sniffs it out. No gain for Jace Dart.
He's brought down to the 20-yard line for a loss of 1. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for Mountain Crest. Number 71, Dawson Stewart of the Stallions makes the play.
So it's 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. 2 of 3 on 3rd down. Hall is 2 of 4 through the air for 56 yards and a touchdown. 6.5 minutes to play in this first half. Mountain Crest leads 14-0. Hall's going to roll to that strong side. He's got time. Now it breaks down. Good pursuit by Stansbury, but Hall better at escaping. He's not going to pick up the first down as he's flung down after a pickup of about 4. Alex Faifaga Tokiaho with the tackle. I'm going to give Hall 5 yards. And it's going to be 4th down and 5.
Punting for Mountain Crest, number 11, Creedy Folger. Back to return, number 32.
Conyers back to return, and they're going to fake. Nobody's home. And that's Nethercott staying in bounds, walking the tightrope all the way down to the 40-yard line. 35 yards on 4th down and 5. It's Folger on the fake. Wow. Nobody was home on the left side of that Stansbury defense. And Folger was 10 yards downfield before anybody even started chasing after it. They're going to pitch to Dart. Dart has Robinson as a lead blocker. He makes the block. Dart turns the corner and picks up 11.
Gain of 11.
Yep, 11.
And that's enough for another Mountain Crest.
The Mustangs in business on the 29-yard line of Stansbury, already leading 14-0. 3 receivers to the near side. Here's the pitch. Out to Robinson. Is that Robinson or Powell? As he uses his blockers and picks up positive yardage, but there's a flag on the field.
Check that Bo Robinson on the sweep.
Now we got a clipping on the Mustangs.
Illegal block. Jump block.
That was number 4. That was Kyler Olson on the carry. So he had a nice little run, and they're going to bring it back. So that's a big penalty. They call a chop or a clip there. Didn't look like the signal for a chop. It's 15 yards. He's behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big penalty on the Mustangs. They're back at the 46-yard line. You need to get down to the 20. So it's 1st and 26. The good news is all you need is 9 yards per play, and you got yourself a first down in 3 downs. 4.5 to play in the half. 14-0 Mountain Crest. Hall, lots of time, breaks down, looks over the middle. He's got Robinson, and he can't haul it in. Where Hall stood in there till the last possible moment. He couldn't follow through with it because he had a man right in his grill. He hit his arm as he came through, and Hall comes out of there stretching his arm, that shoulder. Dart comes off the field. Again, 3 players for Mountain Crest to the right side. And Hall's going to roll that way. He's got the man over the top. That's where he's going. He's got him for a touchdown. Never caught from Hall. 46 yards in the score. Hall in the first half. I do not throw the ball very often, but when I do, it is for a touchdown. 21-0. Mountain Crest leading Stansbury. Back after this. Mountain Crest set to kick off after the 46-yard touchdown. Steve Ike from Hall to Nethercock. He's only completed 3 passes in 6 tries as Hall, but 2 of them have been for touchdowns of 32 and 46 yards. Here's that high, short kick, and it stays in bounds. Mountain Crest is there, but it kicks out of bounds before the Mustangs can get on top of it. Mountain Crest recovers that and scores before the halftime. This ball game's probably done. And we've got whistles galore. I'm looking for a flag because I got 2 officials talking. Was it knocked out of bounds or did it go out of bounds on its own? Because that'll determine where they place it. If it hit somebody and went out of bounds, it's placed right there. Yeah, if it goes out of bounds on its own, it's placed further upfield. So that worked out all right for Mountain Crest, and could have worked out a lot better. Here's that pitch. Back to Richens. Richens looking for the edge. Hauled down, and a flag. We're probably going to call a horse collar. Richens had the edge, and you might feel better about giving up 15 yards on a penalty than 80 yards, 78 yards on a touchdown. And it is, it's the personal foul, horse collar on Mountain Crest. It's 15 yards, and the Mustangs with their second 15-yard penalty. 40 yards worth of penalties on 4 flags. Stansbury 2 for 12.5. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. Mountain Crest leading 21-0. Here's the throwback with blockers out in front. Jet Richens down the sideline, tripped up. But still a pretty good game.
Quick pass to the right side, Jet Richens. Fine catch and run.
15 yards before he steps out of bounds.
Down to the Mountain Crest 49-yard line, where it'll be another first down for Stansbury.
Stansbury desperate to get something going, leading 21-0. They're trailing 21-0, and they have to kick off to start the second half. Here's the pitch to Richens. Richens looking for a hole, has one, has the edge again. Tripped up just as he's crossing the line of scrimmage, and that saved a huge play. As it was, he picked up 5. 3 carries, 8 yards for Richens.
5-yard gain by Stansbury brings up a 2nd and 5.
Richens will head to the sideline, along with Spalding. Kincaid comes in with Christofferson.
Timeout prior.
That was McKay, actually. Now Mountain Crest wants a timeout. 3:05 to play here in the first half. Mountain Crest leads 21-0. The Mustangs looking to go 4-0 this early season.
We'd like to thank our partner sponsors, McDonald's, Donald's Autobody, Logan Eye Institute, and Gary Orthodontics for supporting Mountain Crest High School Orange Tournament.
Take a peek at some other scores as Madison, Idaho was beating Skyview earlier. Skyview, another team that started off 3-0 and looks like they may be a contender. Here's a score of interest for anybody that follows high school football in Utah, and one that will make you go, oh. Clearfield leads Davis 10-0. Clearfield's another team that is turning some heads. The Dyson brothers, Kevin and Andre Dyson, coaching out there. They used to play in the NFL, coaching at Clearfield. And it's a big win if they can beat Davis. It's still early in that one. Lindsey's going to throw under pressure, gets rid of it. Good throw, good catch. First down inside the 25.
To number 32, Tabitha Gagne.
22 yards to Gagne.
Number 10, Camden Olsen on the tackle. Mitch Lindsey with the fine pass up the middle for a first down. Puts the ball on the Mountain Crest 22-yard line.
Puts the ball on the Mustang 22. With 2:40 in the clock running. The give to the first man through is Young. Young picks up about 3.
Carson Kickner up the middle on the right side. Gain of 3 brings up a 2nd and 7. Dylan Bostock on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Again, Stansbury love to get points. I think Mountain Crest is going to take another timeout. They're going to take another timeout of the Mustangs. They want to keep Stansbury out of the end zone with that 21-0 lead. Green Canyon still leading Chubiak, Alaska in the second quarter. Woods Cross now leading Logan 20-0. Madison out of Idaho leads Skyview 14-0. That one in the second quarter as well. Ridgeline still leading Copper Hills 15-0. So after the timeout, let's see what the Mustangs dial up defensively. Stansbury's 2nd down and 7 on the Mountain Crest 19-yard line. Richens was in motion. They give it to that fullback again. He picks up plus yardage. Picks up about 6. That was Young again.
Carson Kickner up the middle again. Bringing it up to 3rd and 1. Dawson Long on the tackle.
We got 2 22s. Carson Kinkner and Silas Young. I believe that's Silas Young. Lindsey's going to keep, fakes, into the end zone. Touchdown easy. From 14 yards out for Lindsey.
Up the middle, enough for a touchdown.
So Stansbury gets on the board with 1:41 to play in the half. 21-6 pending an extra point. McKay, the kicker. The kick's no good. 21-6, Mountain Crest with the lead, but Stansbury cuts into it back afterwards.
Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Dayton's and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
21-6, Mountain Crest lead cut down to 15. After the Lindsay touchdown, I'm sure Stansbury will kick this away. They did. That's too dangerous to try something onside. Too early. Number 1, and Robinson with the one-hand snag. Right at the goal line, it takes him back into the end zone. That's a good catch. You don't want to kick onside that early. You're down 21-6. You still got a whole half to play. And if you don't execute it successfully, the Mustangs have the ball with a short field, and they get the ball to start the second half. So Stansbury wisely kicks it away. Hall in the gun. He's got 5 wide receivers. Let's see if they bring extra rushers after him. They're going to bring 4. Hall keeps it. Still on his feet. Slipping out of one tackle, but not the next one as he picks up 4. Tackled by Justin Matthews. 53 yards on 9 carries for Hall. 1:10 to play in the half. The Mustangs own a 21-6 lead. Hall with the handoff to Robinson. Robinson bursts through for the first down up to the 35-yard line. He's got 11. And he has 49 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. First down, Mustangs. Clock runs, under a minute to play. See how long it is before they put it in the air. Hall waits, has his man across the middle. It's Folger, and he has it stripped away. The clock stops, second down.
Falls incomplete, broken up by number 32, Tavita Gagne. Brings up a 2nd and 10 for Mountain.
Gagne breaks that one up. Hall 3 of 7 for 2 touchdowns and 102 yards in this first half. 2nd and 10, but the clock stopped at an even 45 seconds. 4 wide receivers. Hall's going to roll to his left. Sets up, looks back the other way, waiting for somebody to come loose, and finally Folger does. He picks up yardage into Stansbury territory. He's got 22 yards and a first down. 46 yards on 2 catches for Folger. And he goes out of bounds, and it stops the clock with 36 seconds to play in the first half. Might bring pressure off the edge. They are. It's picked up. Pass to the sidelines at the feet of the intended receiver. That's Folger. And it's 2nd and 10. 31 seconds to play in the half. Again, the Mustangs get the ball to start the second half. They lead 21-6. They want to put more points on the board. Wells has a pretty good leg. Five wide receivers again for Hall. Hall, good pocket. Unloads down the middle, has a man running free. Touchdown, Mountain Crest. Is that Folger again? 43 yards. Or is it Moser? It's Moser. 43 yards and the touchdown. Hall to Moser. 3 touchdowns for Hall in this first half. 5 of 10. And the kick, no good. 27-6 with 23 seconds to play. The Mustangs on top.
that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Megan, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, clean and spacious. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness.
Well, the kick was good. I was looking at my stat sheet. I looked up and the officials had already gone through and the officials had already made the call. So the kick was good. It's 28-6. Stansbury with the return up to about the 24-yard line. Mountain Crest with the lead as they answer the Stansbury score to extend it back out to that 22-point lead. Brady Hall, 5 of 10, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns. They're not messing around with the short passing game. It's been 24, 32, 46, 22, and 43 on these completions. He's rushed for 53 yards as well, and Robinson's added 49 of his own as they blow the play dead. Somebody's moving early. Stansbury picks up their 3rd penalty of the game. On the procedure penalty, 16 seconds to play in the half. Mountain Crest has owned his first half. It was 0-0. So they've owned the second quarter. It was 0-0 at the end of one. Mountain Crest has put 4 touchdowns in this south end zone. Pick up the penalty yardage back plus 1 more. There's Young on the carry with the gain of 6. He's got 31 yards on 6 carries, and that's the end of the first half. All Mountain Crest as they take a 28-6 lead into the locker room. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Explore what we have to do and what Utah has to offer and see and learn about the great state that you and I live in.
Just in, Wendy's is adding the double stack as an option in the 4 for $4 for a limited time. With over a quarter pound of fresh beef, that's a deal so good it should not exist. Like bumblebees should not be able to fly because their wings are too small for their bodies.
Wait, we're not supposed to fly? Yeah, kind of like how a quarter pound of beef should not be in the 4 for $4.
But it is, along with 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. Any other bee puns?
No, we're good, honey.
The double stack in the 4 for $4. A deal so great, it's impossible.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Olson. I'm the captain from the Mountain Crest Drill Team, and I am honored to be the Wendy's All-Star. Go Stangs!
People used to ask,
Where's the beef?
and Wendy's always had the answer. But now,
Where's the beef?
means something different because some use beef frozen from as far away as Australia.
What's wrong with Australia?
But if you ask Wendy's, the juiciest hamburgers are made with beef raised
Right here.
to get here so fast it never needs to be frozen, unlike some other guys. Funny that beef from close by makes Dave's single and double so deliciously different. Score one for the guys without cool accents.
Back at Mountain Crest High School, it's homecoming week here in Hyrum, and the Mustangs trying to make it a happy dance tomorrow night. 28-6, they lead at the half over Stansbury. Stansbury in that first half, 108 yards rushing, 112 through the air for 220 overall, but only 6 points to show for it. They turned the ball over twice. Mountain Crest, on the other hand, 166 on the ground, 167 through the air, 333 total offense in the first half. 5 of 10 for 167 yards and 3 touchdowns for Hall through the air. Robinson, 49 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. Hall had 53 yards on 9 carries. A touchdown and a catch for 46 yards for Folger. Robinson 1 for 32 and a touchdown. Nethercott had 2 for 46, I should say, and Folger had 2 for 46, I should say, and Nethercott had 1 for 46 and a touchdown. And Mosier had 1 for 43 and a touchdown. Kick into the end zone, so we'll come out to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Mountain Crest offense will take over with a comfortable 28-6 lead. They've put pressure on Brady Hall, but they have only been able to catch him once. He just keeps plays going. With his feet. Here's the give. A 1-yard gain out there. Robinson. Second down and 9. Chugiak, Alaska's come back to take a 26-14 lead on Green Canyon before right about halftime in that one. Hall's going to keep it. He's got the pitch if he wants it. Instead, he shovel passes it inside. And that's good for first down yardage, 9 yards. The bike hit was to Robinson. So he had a man behind him he could pitch it to. Instead, he gave it a little shovel pass forward. Or the sideways pitch, I should say, to Robinson, who was running inside of him. That's a wrinkle you don't see a lot. Same thing other way. This time Hall's going to pitch it back. He's going for Powell. Powell hauls it in and he's dragged down for a gain of 2. Woods Cross leads Logan 20-0. That was halftime, and Skyview leading Madison by Idaho 21-14 now. At halftime, Madison led most of the first half in that ball game. Ridgeline laying it on Copper Hills 29-0 at the half. Second and 8. Here's the reverse. Robinson turns the corner. Oh, that's another cut out to the 40-yard line. And looks like he's got enough for a first down. It depends on the spot. Looks like it's 8 yards on the nose. So another cut. Picks up the first down. Mountain Crest Has a nice little drive going. They put another touchdown on the board here. They can probably cruise home. Stansbury likes to run the ball. It's hard for a team to come back from a big deficit when their specialty is running. Powell picks up 3.
Josh Powell, 71, Dawson Stewart on the tackle. Gain of
Stewart
3,
drags him down. For Stansbury. Oh, they spotted it. Is just right about 3 yards for Powell. Another caught to the far side. Mosier to the near side and 2 backs in the backfield. With Hall. Hall, one-hand grab, running for his life. See if he keeps it or gets rid of it. Keeps it and gets unceremoniously tossed out of bounds right at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of a yard. Let's see. It's a loss of 2 for Hall. So 3rd down for Mountain Crest. They're 2 of 4 on 3rd downs in this ballgame. When Hall's passed the ball, it's been for 24, 32, 46, 22, and 43 yards. They don't mess around with the short stuff. Hall's going to roll near side. Got time, looks underneath, throws it right into the hands of the defender. It's picked off by Matthews. Matthews, the first turnover of the game for Stansbury, and it's in Mountain Crest territory at the 46-yard line. So Hall turns it over, and the Mustang defense will be called to the field. Stansbury's going to throw it down 28-6. They're going up top, and they've got a man, but it's out of the reach of number 32. Gagne was out there. He had a step. Pass too far. Lindsay stays at quarterback. Coach Christiansen told us they may rotate quarterback, but Lindsay stays as quarterback. He's 3 of 8 for 112 yards. 75 of those on one play. Here's the pitch. Brought down in the backfield is Richards. Dart with the tackle. And Richards loses 3.
Tackle for a loss, bringing up a 3rd and 13 for Stansbury.
Stansbury 0 for 3 on 3rd downs in that first half. It's 3rd down and 13. 7:35 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Mountain Crest leads 28-6. Lindsay just wide of Gagne.
Lindsay's pass across the middle, intended for number 32.
Lindsay's got the arm. He can put a pass downfield, that's for sure, but he's having some trouble with the accuracy. One of his passes, well, is 3 completions, but he's 3 of 9. One of them, he put it through a couple of guys right into the arms of his receiver. It was a thing of beauty. But then he's had a bunch, just like what we just saw, where he's way off target. And they punt it away. Short kick that takes the Stansbury bounce. A good Stallions bounce inside the 10 to the 9.
30-yard punt. By Spalding. Mountain Crest will take over 1st and 10 to the 9.
Mountain Crest trot the offense back out onto the field, leading 28-6. 7:16 to play in this 3rd period. Homecoming here for Mountain Crest. September means homecoming.
We'd like to give a big thank you to our support platinum sponsors, Low Oral Surgery,
Remembered by the band at the half. It's a good crowd here tonight, and it's a very energetic Mountain Crest student body.
and the community.
Hall fakes the pitch, instead gives it up inside, and that inside handoff, and it's gain of 6.
Bill Robinson out of the counter trap, and the trips formation takes it up the middle.
Robinson, and there's a Stansbury player down.
We have an injury on the play.
Robinson now is at 65 yards for the half, or for the game, on 11 carries, so almost 6 yards a carry for Robinson.
Tonight's medical coverage of the game is provided by Logan Regional Orthopedics.
We had fireworks here tonight, provided by Fireworks West, and we had some excitement at the half as they set off a few fireworks. And, as you know, it hasn't rained since March, when we got all the rain in the world in a 2-week span. And now we're done with our allotment, and so we don't get any more. And it's dry as tinder out there, and they're shooting a few fireworks, and we had ourselves a little fire in the field just north of the school, and had everybody in the stands watching as that thing grew, but they were right on top of it to pull it out. That player is still down, and he's not moving much. Let's take a timeout while they're attending to him. 28-6, Mountain Crest leads with 7:06 to play in the third.
Hi Cache Valley, this is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving out free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see us as soon as you can. Thank you.
PCs Unlimited is Cache Valley's first choice for all things computer. For over 20 years, our friendly and knowledgeable staff have been there to help you with on-site and in-store service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all of your computer needs. Our prices are low and our customer service is the best. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited, 610 North Main in Logan.
Well, they helped the injured player off the field. It was Alex Veafaga Tokiaho. And Tokiaho been in on a bunch of plays here this evening. That would be a tough guy to lose for Stansbury. 2nd down and 5. Robinson picks up the first down. He's got 6 yards, right about his average for the night. He's got 71 yards on 12 carries, and that's a first down for the Mustangs. Mountain Crest has come into this game pounding the ball. And then at selected times, they put it in the air. They've only put it in the air 10 times. They've run the ball 30 times. 40 plays. 3-to-1 ratio on the pass. Here's another run. Robinson, nothing doing this time, a yard.
Bo Robinson battled up the right side by Bridger Roberts. Gain of 1 after the overrun, 2nd and 9 for Mustangs.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. seen this look a lot tonight. 3 receivers to one side with 1 back in the backfield. Hall unloads, has a man downfield, out across the 50-yard line. He's got 19 yards. Nethercott with the grab.
Gain of 27 on the play.
It's actually a 27-yard gain. Math is hard. Catch is 73 yards for Nethercott. Here's Hall again. He's going to tuck and run. Hall down. Not until he picks up 12 yards. This is coming in chunks for Mountain Crest all night. They've been able to rip off big chunks of yardage. 11 carries, 63 yards for Hall. The Mustangs started this drive at their own 9-yard line. They're at the Stansbury 36 with 5 minutes to play in the half, or in the second half. Give to Robinson again. 3 yards.
Bo Robinson up the middle.
And may even have seen a cloud of dust.
To the 32-yard line of Stansbury. Gain of 4 on the play. It will be 2nd and 6. Kyle McKenna with the Stallions on the tackle.
Where they're placing that is going to be close for 4 yards for Robinson. Mustangs. Did they leave early? Man, it looked like their line left early, but they didn't blow the whistle. 2 yards on the carry. Because Hall kept it. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
72 Joshua Witkowski on the tackle for Stansbury.
Hall will start up under center. He comes back to tell something to his running back. I think that's Dart. They run the counter. The Dart grabbed and hauled down, loses a yard.
Counter play taken back to the weak side. Tackle made by number 69, Calvin Meade.
The Mustangs have 4th down and a long 4. Kind of in no man's land. They probably go for it here. It's close to a 50-yard field goal if you try to kick it from here. About 48 yards. Minutes to play in the 3rd period. Hall on the quarterback keep. Design run. Hall puts his head down. It's going to depend on the spot. He's right at the sticks. They may have to check this one out.
To the 25-yard line.
And it's a 1st down. He needed 4, he got 5. 33 is back in the ball game. Vaifaga Tokiaho is back in the ball game after having to be helped off earlier. He was in on that tackle. 2.5 to play in the 3rd period, and the Mustangs with their 2nd possession of this half. Here's the little quick hitter for Robinson. Robinson just went about 3 steps downfield, turned around, the ball was there, and he picks up 9. Second and 1 at the 16-yard line of Stansbury. Tight formation. Hall's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down. It's a 1st down.
3 and enough for another Mountain Crest. 1st down.
He needed a yard. He picked up. Where are they marking that? He picked up 3. is a Mustang team. As you talk to people around the team, they say they have a lot of unity as a team. Hard workers. You had more than one coach talk about what hard workers these guys are. They got a bunch of guys in the 900 club. That's 3 different lifts of 300 pounds apiece. The guys are, well, not 300 pounds apiece, it's just equaling at least 900 pounds. As Dart works his way down to the 9-yard line, a gain of 4. We got a bunch of guys that are in that 900 club. They're working hard in the weight room. You've got multiple guys that are doing squats of 450 pounds plus. They work hard, they're strong, and they're coming together pretty well as a team. Talk to just about anybody involved with this team, and you hear nothing but good things about this group of kids. That's not always the case. Hall turns, there's nobody there, so he keeps it, and then he steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's not always the case. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this since the year I graduated from high school. That's when I started with VFX, doing Mountain Crest games on the radio a year after I got done playing them. And hundreds of games that I've done, high school games on the radio, talked to hundreds of coaches, seen thousands of kids come through here. And I'm telling you, not every coach has great things to say about their groups of kids. You know, so when you hear a whole coaching staff praise the group of kids like they are here at Mountain Crest, they're on to something here. They really do have a good group. That's a little jump pass. They give it to Robinson. They hand it off, and he stopped, and he's looking for the tight end over the middle, but everybody just kind of stayed on. He had nowhere to go with it. He was lucky it didn't get picked off. So I was 3rd down, and Folger was the intended receiver, and Wells will come on for a field goal attempt. 26 yards from the right half. Hall's the holder. We've seen fake on a punt tonight. And they're going to kick it. Wells gets it up, gets it long enough. His aim is true. It's 31-6 with 31 seconds to play in the 3rd. Mountain Crest extends their lead.
Vehicle won't start? We can fix that. Not running right? We can fix that. Won't stop? We can fix that. Auto Evolution. Honest service at a fair price on Airport Road.
Back at Mountain Crest High School, the Mustangs with a 31-6 lead. And here's the kick from Wells. It goes to Young. Silas Young picks it up and returns it up to the 31-yard line. There's 2 21s on the roster for Stansbury. I mean, one of them is 22s, I should say. One of them is Silas Young, the other is Carson Kinkner. And Young is the 22 that's been carrying tonight. Here's another surprise score for you. Clearfield beating Davis. We mentioned that earlier. They're up on Davis 20-0. Bear River leads Morgan 7-0. That one starting in the 2nd half. Green Canyon and Chugiak, Alaska 26-21. At the half, Green Canyon trails that one, and a penalty as Stansbury's moving early. Woods Cross was taking it to Logan, 30-0 at the half. Skyview come back to take the lead against Madison, 21-14. Fox Elder leads Pocatello, Idaho, 27-6, and Ridgeline 29-7 over Copper Hills in the 3rd. Here's the pitch, and it's just blown right up by the Mustangs. Let's see who that was. That's Jace Dart. takes down Gagne for a 5-yard loss. Running that end around. And now it's going to be 2nd down and 20. That's the end of the 3rd period of play. Mountain Crest in control, 31-6. Back with more on the game lead.
Only Wendy's can make the Baconator, because while some other guys use frozen beef from far away,
That's 9,429 miles away.
Wendy's only uses fresh beef from ranches close by,
so we don't have to freeze it.
Then add 6 strips of bacon, cooked fresh in an oven, never a microwave, tossed with plenty of cheese, without a single veggie to get in the way.
Aww. Proving once and for all
that only Wendy's has the bacon and the Ater to make the Baconator.
Mountain Crest has Stansbury backed up in a 2nd and long after a penalty and then a 5-yard loss on a run. The Mustangs looking to close out the homecoming game, leading 31-6. 2nd and 22. Lindsay back to throw. Has a man on the sideline. Oh, and they're going to call it a catch.
Gain of 11 on the play, for a first
Gain
down.
of 12 yards. Didn't even see it. It looked like Matthews that came up with it.
Cameron Moser on the defense for the Mustangs.
That was a good throw right there. Mentioned earlier how Lindsay's had some accuracy problems, but that was spot on. Lindsay on the move, finds his man again. Out near midfield, and another first down for 18 yards. Is McKay. Lindsay's up to 142 yards and 5 of 11 passing. Stansbury at midfield. We're going to run that option. Lindsay keeps it. Lindsay 2 yards before he's hauled down. He's kept it 3 times. He's got 14 yards.
Quarterback Lindsay keeps the ball around the left end in the option. Bo
Robinson on the grab on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
2nd and 8. Lindsay's going to throw. He's got a man out on the edge. He slips the tackle. Slips 2. He's down inside the 35-yard line.
Lindsay's pass completed. Number 6, Jackson Guyman slips the tackle and bounces the ball down to the 34-yard line. Bo Robinson on the tackle.
15 yards.
Quick scores of interest. Green Canyon 21. Chubbuck, Alaska 26 at halftime. Skyview 21. Madison, Idaho 14 at halftime. Logan 0. Woods Cross 30.
Here's the pitch. Back to Matthews. Matthews caught right at the line of scrimmage.
Justin Matthews on the sweep. Brought down by Josh Powell. No gain on the play.
Powell on the tackle. Powell, 26 tackles through 3 games. That's more than 8 tackles a game in that linebacker spot. Here's the give again to Matthews on the end around. Matthews picking up good yardage. 34 down to the 28. 6 yards.
Number 7 again, Bo Robinson on the tackle.
It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go. They made their first 3rd down conversion of the night here on this drive, and now their 2nd. 9 yards.
Guyman, the receiver, brings up first down on the 19-yard line.
Jackson Guyman with the grab.
Again, number 10, Cam Johnson on the tackle.
166 yards now for Lindsay. Stansbury's got to put it in the air with a big deficit. And with only 8:50 left in the ball game. It's 31-6 Mountain Crest. Young's in the backfield. They fake the give to Young. Lindsay's got time. Looking across the middle, and his man can't reach it.
Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10. Gagne couldn't get to it. 7 of 14 for Lindsay. 166 yards. That stopped the clock on the incompletion with 8:40 to play in the game. Lindsay on 2nd and 10. Gets some late pressure. Nearly throws it to the Mustangs. Is that Mosier who made the... Mosier, I think, that made the play on the ball. Couldn't quite come up with it. So now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 10, and for Stansbury, it's 4-down territory, down 31-6, 8.5 to play. Young, the lone setback. McKenna's in the slot. They're going to run a little comeback screen. It was tipped and then caught. Brought down short of the first down is Guyman. 5-yarder on 3rd and 10. 4th down and 5 on the Mountain Crest 14. Mountain Crest one other time is held defensively down deep in this territory, about the same spot in the first quarter. The game was tied at 0. This one going in the end zone, and a strike from Lindsay to Gagne for the touchdown. 14 yards on 4th down and 5. 185 yards and a touchdown on 9 of 17 for Lindsay. He's got an interception that's marring that line. And they'll go for 2 because of the missed extra point earlier. Lindsay rolls, keeps rolling, looks into triple coverage, and it's incomplete. 31-12 our score, 7:44 to play in the game. Back after this.
In Utah, nothing is greater than our liberty. And going is always greater than stopping. So when we look for an emergency room, we don't just want one we can trust. We want one we can trust to respect our time. That's why Mountain Star ERs offer board-certified emergency specialists and short wait times. Mountain Star. Together, we're greater.
Back at Mountain Crest, the Mustangs leading Stansbury 31-12. Coming into this game, I thought it might be a little bit closer ball game. That option that Stansbury runs is tough to defend. The Mustangs have done a good job defensively, and offensively they've done whatever they wanted. Here's the cutback by Robinson. He gets out across the 31 to the 32-yard line. Kind of jogged forward and waited for his lanes to open up. Puts it out to the 32. Two wide receivers to the far side and Robinson behind Hall. And I would expect the Mustangs to keep it on the ground. That's what they're going to do. They're going to give it to Robinson. He's met in the backfield and down he goes. A loss of a yard. Mountain Crest and Ridgeline next week. Ridgeline controlling the ball game against Copper Hills tonight. The Mustangs in control of this one. Region play starts next week. Mosier in motion. They overload the near side and Hall has somebody come and catch him from the backside. It's a gain of 8. That was Dawson Stewart was able to knife through and pull him down. Or that could have been a huge hit. 81 yards now rushing for Hall to go with 2:03 in the air. 3 of 7 on 3rd down for the Mustangs. Give it to the first man through. That's Powell. Powell needs 3. He's got 1. Well, he's still on his feet. He never hit the ground. They blew it dead. He picked up a yard. Fourth and 2. Mountain Crest looks like they might go for it. They can put this game to bed right here. Keep this possession going and eat some clock. 4th down and 2. There's Stansbury just about came across and Mountain Crest calls timeout. Stansbury twitched and jumped forward a little but didn't come across. Mustangs take a timeout with 5:55 to play in the ball game and a 31-12 lead. Not a ton of penalties in this game. We've seen a lot of penalties the first 3 games we've called. 4 on Mountain Crest, 4 on Stansbury. So that's helped the game move along pretty well. See if Mountain Crest brings the punting team on now. Nope, they bring the offense back on the field. Hall's going to keep it. Quick count. Hall surges forward. Good push by the line. He picks up 3 on 4th and 2. Clock runs now that they've set the ball. And the Mustangs is trying to grind this one out. Run the clock out. Still 5.5 to play. And Mountain Crest firmly in control at 31-12. Here's the pitch to Powell. Powell caught in the backfield, slips the tackle back at the line of scrimmage, loses a yard, but there's a flag on the far sideline.
retrievers and the tackle for Stansbury.
Haven't seen a call yet. The white hat looking to the sideline official. Looks like it's on Mountain Crest. Spoke too soon about not many flags. Procedure. Mountain Crest for their 5th penalty of the game. 45 yards worth. First and 15 as the Mustangs spread it out. Powell's in the backfield with Hall, and they throw it. They pick up the penalty yardage and then some.
Quick pass completed to the right side. Gain of 6 in the play. Freedom Coulter, the receiver. Tackle made by number 6, Jackson Diamond.
It's first and 15. Now it'll be 2nd and 4, so a gain of 11. Foley with the catch. Folger with another grab. Good for 6 yards. Mustangs convert on 3rd down. Hall going up top, and he overthrows his man. He had the pump fake, and he was going for that post, Folger, and he put it just a little wide. 2nd and 10 with 4:25 to play. And 15 for Hall. 2nd down and 10. See if they go back to the ground. They're spreading it out again with 4 wide receivers on. Look one way, come back the other way. Wide open, never caught. Turf Monster just about got him at the 20, but he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 44 yards. Touchdowns, 117 yards on 3 catches for Nethercott. $264 yards and 4 touchdowns for Hall. 38-12, the Mustangs cruising home.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find. Like how you think you have coverage for this when you only have coverage for this.
That's not homework.
Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
Back in Hyrum, Eric Olson along with you as the Mustangs are putting the nasty back in football here in Hyrum. They took a year off from being a top team, and now they're right back at it. 38-12, they lead with just over 4 minutes to play in the ball game. The kick taken down inside the 10 and returned out to about the 27-yard line. Matthews with the return. And Stansbury roll the offense back out there again. That option attack. Mountain Crest has pretty much stymied it tonight. Stansbury has picked up good yardage through the air. They've had to throw it here in the second half where they've been behind so far. 185 yards and a touchdown through the air for Lindsay on 9 of 17 throwing. $108 yards on the ground. Ooh, here's one that they ran a little wheel route out of the backfield. If Lindsay can get it to him, that one may have scored. If somebody was out there for Mountain Crest to lunge after it and knock it down. Looked like it might have been Mosier. Brandon, could have been Brandon Ornell. Lindsay stays in at quarterback. And again throws wide of the target. Austin Woodhouse. Lindsay's been up and down tonight. I mean, he has made some beautiful throws. And then he's had others where he just can't dial it in. And I'll tell you what, on the move, without being able to get your feet squared and your shoulders around, it's hard to be real accurate. And they've had him on the move a lot. He's had to throw a lot on the move. You can see the glimpses of, hey, this kid could be a pretty good quarterback. He's on the move again and throws back across his body. And it's incomplete on third down. It'll be fourth down. 2 of 7 on fourth downs tonight for Stansbury, to go along with a couple of turnovers. It was 0-0 at the end of the first period, and the Mountain Crest Mustangs put 28 points on the board in the second. That's where it got away from Stansbury. So since the second period, Stansbury's actually outscored Mountain Crest 12-10. Mountain Crest wants a timeout. 3:51 to play in the ball game. I don't know if they didn't have all of their personnel. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I see 10 players. There's the 11th. And they're counting them all as they pull them over to the side. Bear River leading Morgan 14-7. The team from Alaska leading Green Canyon by 5 points in the second half of that ball game. Woods Cross now 36-0 over Logan in the third. And Stansbury has the punt blocked. Blocked and picked up for a touchdown. Didn't see who blocked it. Somebody was being blocked, and they pushed their way right back into getting a foot on that, and it rolls back into the end zone. And it's recovered by Mountain Crest in the end zone for a touchdown. So the special teams have made a couple of big plays tonight for the Mustangs. Jace Gunnell with the big play. And the PAT is good, 45-12. The Mustangs are rolling. Back at Mountain Crest High School, the punt block for the touchdown by Mountain Crest. It's Jace Gunnell, 54. In on that. Mountain Crest special teams, they converted a Converted a fake punt for a first down in the first half. That was in that big second quarter they had. Now the block recovered for the touchdown. Wells kicks it off at the 2-yard line, and they're going to reverse it. He handed it off forward. You got to hand it off backwards. There's a flag back at the 5. You got to hand it off on your inside hand, not your upfield hand. And they call that an illegal forward pass, even though it wasn't a pass. Handed off on the wrong side. You didn't think that was a thing, did you? Well, it's a thing. There's lots of rules in football, yet teenage boys like it a lot. 3:33 to play in the ball game. This one's going to go back to the 2.5-yard line for Stansbury. Another 2.5-yard penalty. It's their 5th penalty of the game. 25 yards worth. Well, one thing we haven't had is a defensive score. No gain as they go right up the middle.
Silas in the ball carrier up the middle, no gain on the play. 70-10 Stallions.
No gain. Ball 2.5-yard line. Toss out there by Lindsay. Over 10, it'll be 3rd down and 2.5. 2 of 7 on 3rd downs, and another one coming up for Stansbury. Clock runs with 2:25 to play in the ball game. It's homecoming at Mountain Crest, and it's been all Mustangs. Lindsay fumbles it, turns around and pitches it right to one of the Mustang defenders, who knocks it down and takes it into the end zone for a score. Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong for Stansbury in this 4th quarter. And coming through the line was Eduardo Huerta. And Huerta was right there when Lindsay went to make the pitch. He knocked the pitch down and then just fell on the pitch in the end zone for the touchdown. I said it a couple of plays ago, well, we haven't had a defensive touchdown yet. And there we have it. And if you join me next week, I'll be picking the lottery numbers. Long ones, but I'll pick them. Point after attempt is good. And the Mustangs have put up half 100 plus 2 on Stansbury. Back after
this. Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Dings and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
Well, Mountain Crest has scored 2 touchdowns in less than 4 minutes, and their offense hasn't taken the field. Punt block for a touchdown, covered in the end zone for a touchdown, and then a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the end zone by Huerta. Return out to the 30-yard line, and with 2:08, we have a running clock the rest of the way. And it's going to be a happy homecoming dance for the Mustangs tomorrow night. They announced the royalty at halftime. It was some guy and some girl. Stansbury, they hung in for a while, but a big second quarter pushed the Mustangs out in front to stay, and that was enough. Here's the pitch back to Young. Young turns the corner out to midfield. Pickup of 20. He's got 51 yards on 7 carries. He'll set that and start the clock. Here's a little give on the end around. Pickup of 10 for McKenna. 4 carries for 33 yards for McKenna. As we approach a minute to play in the ball game. They're going to spot him just shy of the first down, so officially 9 yards. Lindsey's gone the whole way as quarterback. Here's the pitch back to Young. Young picks up the first down. As we're under a minute to play and the clock runs, it's a 35-plus point game, and that's when the clock runs. It's a 40-point lead for Mountain Crest, 52-12. It was 21-6 at one time. It was 0-0 after the first quarter. Here's a completion by Lindsey. 12 yards. They'll stop the clock on the first down. They'll place the ball and start it again. 20 seconds to play. This will probably be the last play of the game. Lindsey looking downfield as a man coming open. Touchdown. Lindsey with a 26-yard strike to McKay. .44 yards and a touchdown and 2 catches for McKay. .237 yards and 2 touchdowns now for Lindsey. PAT's up and good, 52-19, Mountain Crest.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Megan, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, clean and spacious. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Mountain Crest receives the kick. Clock starts. Oh my goodness. He's got blockers. Is that Jace Bart? And that's the end of the ball game. He returns it up, looked like he might go the distance. 503 total yards for the Mustangs tonight, 239 on the ground, 264 in the air, and they win it 52-19 over Stansbury. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the game of the week. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance coverage for your family and business. The Book Table, your family store for books, music, toys, art, and much more. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station for over 25 years.
Jack, Wendy's is just a wonderful place for someone to start out a career, which I understand is what you did yourself 1 or 2 years ago.
1 or 2 years ago, back in 1985. So it's been a little over 30 years now, and it's a great opportunity. Started off as doing fries, and then they taught me their positions, and worked my way up to assistant, general manager, and then now I'm doing what I do here.
Okay, so what I do here, what is that? Because I understand that Jeff is retiring and you're kind of taking over.
That's true. Jeff has retired. He's enjoying his family and traveling about the country and doing things that he wants to do, and lets me take care of the rest of the stuff. Okay. So I manage 5 general managers and make sure that things are operating the way we're supposed to be operating.
Okay. Now, also the great thing about Wendy's, terribly involved in the local community. Let's talk for a minute about that great Heisman, the high school Heisman. It's kind of a tongue twister. High School Heisman Award. What's that mean?
That's a great program that Wendy's has nationally, and it's the Heisman Award. They pick an athletic as well as an academic all-star, and they win a prize similar to what they have in college. It's called the Heisman. This is the High School Heisman presented by Wendy's, and it's pretty prestigious, and they do it in regions, so it's not just one winner, there's more than one. Okay. And so the people locally have an opportunity for that as well.
Okay, so I understand that locally we have 4 high schools now, and the Valley Channel covers a game per week, and so the athletic director is going to pick 2 people, generally speaking a male and a female from the school to represent that.
That's correct, and it's nice they do it for the home school. So this week it'll, for instance, be Logan, okay. And two student athletes from Logan will be picked this week. Okay. And like you said, it's not just the guys. Right. We like to get the girls involved as well. Right. And they get to be the Wendy's All-Star. And then the athletic director of the school picks them out. Yeah. And then the Valley Channel will interview them and ask them about their volunteerism in the community and why they got chosen. Okay,
so 3 things that we're covering here. You've got the academics, you've got athletics, yes. And also you have to be kind of a community supporter too, working out there in community service.
That's true. It's all about the community. If you can't give back to the community, then do you really deserve the prize? Probably not.
Probably not. How long has Wendy's been involved in this kind of thing?
Since really Jeff got right into it almost immediately. So I think 1986 is when we first started. It might have been 1987, but still 30 some odd years.
Some odd years.
Yeah.
Of giving back to the community.
Not just in giving good values for their menu items, but as well as sponsoring athletics and other things like that.
Now, Wendy's kind of grew from really just one word, didn't it? And the word was, from Dave Thomas himself, fresh.
That's true.
How was he different than other sort of fast food places?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of you may have noticed our hamburgers are square.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of places that have square hamburgers. And the original statement for that was the reason for that is we don't cut corners at Wendy's. And I think that's kind of fun. We want to make sure you get a quality sandwich. Right. And then there's been some other people who have jumped on that bandwagon as of late, saying that they're the ones that make it fresh. Right. We've been customizing hamburgers since 1969, and when you order it, you get what you want on it. It's not just you're going to get pickles, onion, and ketchup on it. We'll put whatever you want on there.
However we want to build it, you'll do it.
We'll do whatever you want.
Is there anything new on the menu at the minute?
Well, I shouldn't say there's anything new on the menu as of right now, but next week, which I'm really excited about, the taco salad's coming back.
Oh really?
And that's a fantastic salad. Yeah, they never should have taken it away, but it's back, and it's you can't beat that salad.
Well,
I
know you can't beat it. Although my personal favorite is the chicken pecan apple.
That's a good summer salad.
That is so good. Are you going to take that? Don't take that away from me. That's one of my favorites. So 5 here in the valley, or is it spread out through northern Utah?
We have the store here.
Yeah.
We have the store across the street from the mall. Right. Then we have the store in Smithfield. Then we have one in Tremont, and then we have one in Syracuse as well.
Okay.
So those are the 5.
So you're all over the place, making sure that everything's fresh and good.
Drive all over the place. I put a lot of miles on my car, so that's good.
But it's worth it because look how good everything is.
Well, we're going well for us.
Yeah. Okay, thanks ever so much for spending some time with us today. If you want something fresh and great, come on into Wendy's, the best.
Thank you.